And welcome to Pop It, a pop culture opinion game show with your host, Matt Hribar. It's 5 topics. Each contestant gets 30 seconds for their thoughts, opinions, hot takes, and jokes. And guess what? I score their opinions I'm using an old-fashioned notebook, you guys. I feel like Sex in the City, like with my little black notebook, writing down points today. I'm excited. I'm trying to like reject AI. I'm rejecting social media. Yeah, right. Okay, so at least the social media part. And this is exciting. Poppet turned 6 years old this year. What started as a COVID project and then got abandoned like six different times over is now back again for how long we don't know. But
Love
we're
it.
here, we're queer, and we're pop cultured. So get used to it. All right.
Yes.
Well, let me introduce my guest tonight. So back again, once again, pop culture sociologist, tastemaker, queen of the. You know what? It's Tilly Shar. How are you?
Hello, Matt. I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. You know, you are, I think, one of the
Good.
main reasons we're doing this show. You and Brendan kept hounding
Mhm.
me, and Brendan couldn't be here. He's
Yeah.
flying through the air. He's pissed though because he's like, the topics tonight are
Oh,
ones that I would have loved
you're
to.
good.
I know. So maybe when he comes in
You're
his
so
an
good.
upcoming future, we'll like be like, okay, you get 30 seconds to talk about anything you want. Also,
Mhm.
not back, but a new timer. It's Zillennial expert on pop culture. I think that's fair to say. Had the best wedding of 2025. It's Ali Bandali. Allison, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I feel like you and I have talked about getting you on here before, and it's just never worked out. And then now you're
Yeah.
here, and I'm so excited. I feel like this is the best time for it.
I love being called a zillennial too. That's like perfect for me. I'm like right in between the two. And I
Well,
feel like I'm somewhere right in the middle.
and you know what? I felt like when I was trying to think of how to introduce you, I was like, if I called you Gen Z, I think you'd be like, I have a little bit
Yeah,
more
not
like
quite.
sauce than that. But also, if I called you Millennial, you'd
Yeah.
be like, how old do you think I am? So I felt like Zillennial
No,
really
that's
married.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Great.
loved it.
And last but not least, musician, artist, vocalist, queen. It's the illustrious Michelle Morgan also joining. Michelle, how are you?
I am great. How are you?
Good. And you were also one who recently was like, you were like, what happened to that show you used to do that was like about music and stuff? And I was like, Michelle, it's coming back literally tomorrow. You want to be on? And I'm so glad you're free and able to do it. So. All right, well, let's jump into it. Topic number one. Children can be a lot to handle, so why not let security handle them? Brazilian soccer player Zorzinho, I'm still learning his name, very infamous Brazilian soccer player, accused Chappell Roan of sacking her security onto his wife and young stepdaughter at the hotel. Afterwards, Chappell thanked her security at Lollapalooza, ooh, but then released a video saying that, like, she denies, like, I didn't send the security card. I don't know what happened. I never saw this girl, but I'm sorry that that happened to her. It was kind of like the Kiki meme where it's like, I don't know this man. I've never seen this man before, but I'm sorry to that man, whatever that is. But now, I don't know if anyone caught up. This is literally happening in real time. The stepmother or the wife of the soccer player, she's now released a 6-minute video basically saying it was definitely not hotel security. She probably doesn't think Chappell knew what was going on, but she kind of was advising Chappell, like, you got to hone in your staff, honey. If you're telling your staff to go like pitbull on 10-year-old girls, like that's kind of on you. So this is a juicy incident. We need to start with some thoughts. I'm going to pass it over because Shar and I were just talking about this a little bit at dinner. Shar, what is your take, especially with all these updates?
Yeah, you know what? With the updates, my opinion has since shifted. I will say there's a reason why we all believed, what was being said. Chappell sicking her security guards on a child. You just never know with her. She's so unpredictable emotionally. But I will say, and I think that Chappell has done a great job of like trailblazing, separating the artist from the art. And she just has stark boundaries. So I think that sometimes she can get lost in her sauce a bit and step on some toes. But to be fair, I truly believe that she had no idea that, her staff and the security was going to attack a child. And that's just not
And
like,
that's your time.
her.
And you know what? I gave you 45 seconds because I
Yeah.
wanted to hear more. So I'm going to be fair to everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting 45 seconds on this one.
Okay.
It's the bone. And to be
It's a
fair,
lot.
there's going to be one later that might also be an additional 45 seconds. It's the 6 year anniversary, y'all. We got to go big on episode one. Over to Michelle. Michelle, you've dealt with people that you wanted to sack security on. I'm sure you could relate to this.
Oh, 100%. Oh, do I get to start now?
Yes,
Okay.
go. Yes.
The pressure is on. All right. I think I don't know all the updates. So I think two things can be true. You can have boundaries. Everyone has their boundaries. That's important. But knowing she's an artist, I believe she wanted to become popular, right? I don't know. You know that it comes with the territory. At the same time, I don't know. Did she know that they were talking to that child like that? I don't know the update. Either way, don't be mean to a kid, especially a fan. But at the same time, yes, she is allowed to have her boundaries. So I'm kind of in the middle, especially because I don't know all the new information.
And that's time. Oh, look at you. Like, you're a pro. You nailed that on the
Ooh,
time. I'm
perfect.
so proud of you. All right, Allie. Oh, I'm so excited to hear what you have to think. Give me your 45 seconds.
All right. I will agree with everyone about having boundaries. I think that that's really important. I think she's definitely like trailblazing a little bit in that regard, being very open about the fact that she has boundaries. However, I do feel I do feel like the way she goes about implementing those boundaries is a bit unpleasant at times. So necessarily I don't think that she would intentionally be rude to a child. I don't think that's something that she would do or that she would want her staff to do. But I do wonder how security is with dealing with her if she is difficult and if that it plays a part in the way that the security treats others as well.
Ooh, and that's
So
your time. Okay, I'm gonna time myself too because I've been told apparently I go on long-winded rants, and that's not what Pop It's about, baby. We gotta be quick. I think my first thought is this is a Midwestern girl named Kaylee, and we all know Midwestern girls named Kaylee who are really tough customers. And I
Yeah.
love I love the idea of like boundaries. Like I loved when she called out paparazzi for disrespecting her, for being rude to her. And I think in this case, this is her policies crafted towards paparazzi, towards stalkers, towards problematic people that are now accidentally being implemented to children at a fancy hotel, which is like, to me, it's like I don't know, it's like we're like training for FBI Quantico, and we're gonna like demo it at like Chuck E. Cheese, and I just think like everyone needs to take a step back. And I also found Chappell's video. Also, like, Chappell, you're at Lollapalooza thinking you're security. You knew what you were doing with that. I'm sorry. Like, that was shady to me. Like, just don't address it. Just sing hot to go. And then you look at the hot girl and you're like, you got to go. GOTTOGO, get out of the hotel. So yeah, that's kind of I do agree with all. It is an interesting topic, and the memes have been solid though. Excellent memes. So all right. Well, Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot has been slayed and killed. Sarah Michelle Gellar blames an executive who claimed to hate the show and didn't even see it. Allegedly, Chloe Zhao was directing and is getting heat for poor direction. Unsalvageable plot. Who do we believe? Are we devastated? Do we even care about Buffy? What are the thoughts? If you don't care about Buffy, what are your thoughts on all these reboots happening in Hollywood? And clearly, there has been a shift in what's getting approved, what's getting funded to then be shot. Let's go back to, we'll start with Allie on this 30 seconds.
okay. I Oh my God, I don't even know where to begin with this one. I don't really care that much about Buffy, to be honest, but in terms of reboots, I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over the fact that we keep doing all these reboots. I love the fact that one of the biggest Oscar-winning movies this year, Sinners, was an original idea. I love that. I feel like we need to get back into more creative, original ideas. I love nostalgia just like everybody else, but I don't think that means we need to redo it. I think we can like just reminisce in the old and just let it be. I
That's your
don't think we need to
time.
do it.
That's
Yeah.
your time. I really wanted that rant to continue, but we can't have every question be 45, then like Pop It falls apart. Over to Michelle. Are you sad that we won't be killing vampires with Sarah Michelle Gellar?
I have to be honest, I don't care. I never sorry. I've never watched Buffy. I don't know anything about it. Sorry, not sorry. But in terms, I also want to say for reboots, I'm on the fence because yeah, okay, reboots they get old and dead and whatever, you don't care anymore. But HBO Harry Potter, new one coming up, they're going to base it on the books, so it's going to be completely different, quote unquote. So
That's
I
your
think it
time. Oh, I wanted to see where you were going, but I know where I could see where you were going. But
yeah, yeah.
Over to
So
Shar. Shar, what do we think? Like, are we so sad about
Yeah,
our steaks and garlic not being here
you
for a
know
new
what?
series?
I think that Buffy truly had a cult following, and maybe even 10 years ago, if they tried to do a reboot, there would be money to be made, and kind of more interest in it. But I truly believe that the cast is just like aged out of kind of like this reboot era. And the director probably saw that even after shooting maybe a pilot or something. RIP to one of the lead actors. And it's since come out, like, he was posting erratic videos. He wasn't in the best of mental
That's your
health.
time. I'm gonna cut back over to what Allie said a little bit about this idea. Like, I think the problem is, and I think of like Sex and the City and Just Like That, how and Just Like That kind of devalued Sex in the City. Like, it kind of like it's
I
kind of like
agree.
when like you were looking good, and then you show up to get your friend to the party, and they're looking busted, and you're like, you're gonna make me look bad because you didn't do your job. Like, you didn't at least look okay. Like, you purposely like were so bad from the source material. Like, and I think like that's what you have to be really careful with reboots. And I kind of understand, even though I don't like the idea of an executive who's like, I never saw the show and I'm here gonna approve the new show. Like, I think that's not great. But you want to do it right if you're gonna do it. So and I think to kind of go with what a lot of what you guys are saying. Do I really care enough? Maybe not. So, all right. Well, you guys, let's get patriotic. It's time for the Disney Channel Mount Rushmore. Obviously, all of you have seen this. It's going viral. Who belongs in it? And for a little double bonus round question, Demi Lovato, Christy Carlson, making it very clear Shia LaBeouf should not be on that Mount Rushmore. So you can either talk about that, or you can talk about who is your Mount Rushmore. Whatever direction you want to go. Back over to Shar.
I think Raven nailed it. She truly nailed it. I saw that Demi Lovato wasn't too keen on Shia being a part of that group, but I truly believe coming from Demi, who's like a crisis friend and has also had like a colored past, it's pretty rich for her to just kind of like be against that. Shyla has been a trailblazer and one of the more successful Disney stars, and that's factual. Ultimately, I don't agree with anything Raven said. It was a different era of Disney, and that's the
That's
right my
time.
mountain.
That's time. Over to Michelle. Who are the faces of Mount Rushmore? Or it could just be anti Shia LaBeouf, whatever you want to do. Let me know.
oh gosh, all right. I don't actually recall at the moment who Raven picked. But okay, so if I had to pick people, it would be her. It would be Hillary Duff, just saying, and Selena Gomez. Those are all my girls. I gotta go for the girls. All Lizzie McGuire. Come on, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. Wasn't that all Disney?
And that's your time. That's a lot. I think the idea was for Michelle, but I love the effort of maybe making it bigger. And just for the record, Raven quoted herself, Hillary Duff, Shia LaBeouf, and Lee Thompson Young as the four that she would have
Oh.
chosen. Okay, last but not least, Allie. I think you have a lot of opinions here.
I do. I can see where Shia like where that idea comes from. I kind of think I'd swap Shia for Miley, just in terms of like iconic Disney status personally. But I actually want to be a little bit anti Christy Carlson Romano because I think that I think she's trying to stay relevant, and I think that she's a little jealous of the success of some of the other Disney stars. And I think that's where her shady comments come from. So, hot take.
Oh, that might be my first five tally mark on my board, Allie. I love a hot take.
Ooh.
You know what's funny, you guys? My first thought was when I was like, okay, who was the big? And I was really thinking Disney, like of the channel, like not even thinking career. And it really for me was like Raven, Miley, and Hillary. I think were my first like gut reaction. I know I wasn't an Even Stevens guy. I honestly I know Shia LaBeouf more for like Transformers than Disney. So in that perspective, that's why I wouldn't consider him high. But Allie, very interesting with why people might be talking about certain elements to it. So, all right, well, we have to talk about new music, aka what's going on. There's a lot of artists who are releasing new music. It is not tracking. Harry Styles, BTS, even Lizzo dropped this new song that It features new skinny Lizzo dancing with her like older, larger self, and I didn't. I was like, oh, it felt gauche. What is going on? Why do we feel like new music's not hitting? We'll go back to Allie to start off.
Oh boy, I have a lot to say. I'm a Harry Styles stan, I'm a BTS stan. Not a big Lizzo stan. Saw her in concert. She's great. But I think that people are trying to put artists in boxes. I think that they like like one era that they have and they want them to keep producing music that sounds like that. And I just think that's not how a lot of these musicians are evolving. I love Harry Styles' new album. I think it's great. I think this is for the BTS album. I think it's an evolved version of their old original sound. So I'm a really big fan of their new music. I think people just want to put them in boxes.
And that's your time. Excellent. Over to Michelle. And Michelle, you're my music expert here. What do we think is not clicking right now with pop music and maybe music, clicking with the general public?
All right, so I have to admit, yes, I do music, but I haven't listened to a lot of new stuff lately, so sorry. But I will say, I think what it is, I agree that they are being put in boxes and contracts are so heavy to dictate what they want the artist to do. So once they have that voice and be like, no, this is actually what I want to sound like, this is the album I want to make, then all of a sudden it's this artistic choice, but that it's maybe not as popular.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say.
No, that was good. And that was your time as well. Over to Shar. Thoughts here, Shar?
You know what? I just think that sometimes the execution of growth is harder for the audience to kind of understand, get, and love. I think someone like Harry Styles having one of the best debut albums
Yeah.
and following up with that, it was hard just, I think, for people to understand that he's not going to sound like Harry from the first album and he wants to grow and he wants to evolve. So I personally love the album. I didn't get a chance to listen to Lizzo's new album, but I appreciated the video and the analogy of
And that's your
the old
time.
and the new.
And that's your time. Good work, everyone. Good work, like we're all in school. Like excellent marks for everybody.
Word.
Um, I think part of it too, like we're kind of forgetting, like music it's a weird consumption right now. The album doesn't really exist as strong as it used to, and things are playlisted, they're TikTok songs. And I think what the beauty is that it does allow Harry, BTS, whomever, to be a bit more experimental because more people are making music, more people are kind of maybe be sounding the same. So why not make Aperture, which is this 5 minute, weird track that is it disco? Is it 80s? Is it, and I don't know. And it is interesting though to think of like certain names aren't sticking. Like, Doja Cat, I'm surprised, didn't really have a hit on her new record that came out last fall. There's a few artists that are like household names that like even like I love Lady Gaga, and I'm like, was Abracadabra a hit or was it just a hit in my house? I don't know. Like, it just feels like it's just really hard for songs to get popular. And then, of course, the popular songs are staying popular so long. Like, I'm over, like, we're still playing like 2023 top hits right now on the radio, and I'm over it. Like, get it out of here. Like, that Teddy Swims with that song, I'm done. I'm done with the Benson Boone's Beautiful Things. I don't want to hear it. I don't even know the verse. I just know the refrain. That could be TikTok rot. All right, they say save the best for last, and that's exactly what we did. Oh, you guys. Taylor, Frankie, Paul's season of The Bachelorette canceled. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives filming halted after a video of Taylor hitting, grabbing, and throwing 3 bar stools at her on again, off again ex. I gotta think finally ex, Dakota. Now, this incident that was filmed happened in 2023. It's been documented. We kind of knew about it. Obviously, this footage adds like an emotional layer, kind of an insight to the situation. What are our thoughts? How culpable is ABC and Disney in casting Taylor? Does this show, Mormon Housewives, does it survive without TikTok? Is Mom Talk ruined? And I think there's just so many different million ways you can go. And I think we got to go 45 seconds on this round, you guys, because I mean, if we had to go 45 for Chappell, we got to go 45 here. So we'll swing back with Shar. You're up first.
In the words of Tyra Taylor, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I am so devastated how like everything ended up playing out. Obviously, Taylor has a lot of growth and she needs help. But I do feel like The Bachelor wanted Taylor to boost their viewership, and they have since abandoned the original idea of what The Bachelor was, with people who were seeking good relationships, healthy relationships, with the end goal being marriage. And they saw Mormon wives. We've all seen Mormon wives. Taylor was not in any predicament to be courting, especially, getting engaged. But
That's your time. Over to Michelle. I know you guys,
come
the
on,
time's getting us today. We gotta,
it is.
next time we're gonna be like,
These are hot topics.
Oh,
These
it
are too
is.
hot.
I
It's so
know,
weird.
I know. Over to Michelle. Your time begins, Michelle. What do we think?
Oh, God, I love this topic and I feel so much pressure. I'm not going to be able to say everything. Mom talk is not ruined. It's never ruined. I love mom talk. Honestly, the reason I almost missed this whole show is because I was watching more. I literally got distracted. But anyway, I'm bummed for Taylor. I'm bummed for everything, the Bachelorette being canceled, all the time and energy being put into it. But also, it's just Dakota. I think it was done on purpose. I think he did it on purpose. And there's so much more to say. And two things can be true. They can both be toxic. But how did that video just come out?
That's your
You
time.
know?
That's your time. Over to Allie. Yeah, thoughts. I usually try and do something like snappy and witty, but I'm just like so gooped on this topic.
Yeah, I mean, I think I resonate with what both of them were saying. Just, I think both of them are in the wrong. Obviously, like abuse is abuse, domestic violence is domestic violence. I do think that some of what she is doing is probably reactionary because I think Dakota is definitely at fault as well. But I have to say, I agree. I don't think anything's gonna happen to Mom Talk. I think that side of like influencing is so deeply ingrained in young Mormon women's culture. I don't think that's going anywhere. I think that's Utah down. I think Utah's got that, and I think I think it's gonna stay that way. So I think Mom Talk is good to go.
All right. I actually want to talk to ABC Disney right here. All right. You guys, the reason we love the Golden Bachelorette was because it felt authentic. It was like, oh my gosh, look at these,
Mhm.
older age people who like just want love. And that worked. That's what people wanted. They don't want, no shade to Taylor. They don't want Taylor coming up there and like yelling at a bunch of men, picking a guy who she's going to break up with to go back to her ex Dakota. We don't want that. And I'm so sorry that you think that this show is irrelevant, which honestly, after 20 seasons, yeah, no one's looking at The Simpsons going a pillar of relevancy, you know? So I just feel like you guys, like, this is to ABC Disney. I don't care that you guys lost millions of dollars. I don't care that you guys have egg on your face. You knew that this had happened in 2023. You knew what kind of state that she was in. I'm sure she had some kind of psychological test to get on this show. And if she didn't, that's on you guys. Your casting should include that. And I don't know. I'm just, as someone who loves love shows, because I don't have love, because after a first date people block me. I love I love love. There was no love on that. There was gonna be no love on that season. We were gonna watch it. It was gonna be a train wreck, and that's what you wanted. I'm sorry. Like, you can't be like, I'm so shocked that the gun had a bullet when you were out on the archery range with the gun with a bullet. I, anyway, lashings to ABC and Disney. As for Taylor, please, I need you to like get it together. I need you to do some work, honey. I need you to look inward. I need you to stop dating and date and love yourself. I mean, and I've been saying that since season one. As for the show, you guys, I think without Taylor, that show's done. I
Agree.
couldn't watch season three. Season three was such a
Part of
slog. I haven't started the new season, but like, she literally is the drama. She is the energy of that show. I don't care about the rest of them. I really don't. I'm
it.
sorry. I just don't. So,
Oh.
all right. Well. What a great return to the show. I've scored the points. Ooh, we have scored them. With 21 points, 21. Shar, ooh. With 19 points, Michelle, congratulations. Excellent first round, Michelle. And Allie with 21 points. It's a double tie. Oh,
Woo!
Shar, your opinions on that last topic blew me away. And Allie, the shade you delivered during the Mount Rushmore segment, I mean, that puts you over the top a little bit. So usually we have a quick moment from our winners to express some kind of final quick statement. If any of you would like to take the floor for a second, please do.
I'll take the floor real quick. Sure. I'm a yapper, so this was hard for me. Bringing it down to 30 seconds to 45 seconds, really difficult. I'm glad that I've challenged myself in this way and I was able to express my opinions concisely.
Absolutely. We're like the Oscars. You get 2 seconds to speak, and then we're cutting the mics. Over
Yes.
to Shar.
No, same. I feel like I don't have enough time to really hit my points, but I'm glad that, I'm able to just talk about all of this. I've been wanting to explode talking about mom talk because it's like in shambles. It's nothing without Taylor, and I wholeheartedly believe that. And it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, especially seeing the girls kind of remove themselves from Taylor.
Mm.
But yeah, ultimately, this has been so fulfilling. And Matthew, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. I hope that maybe in the future we're actually watching the Bachelorette season. I wonder if they'll like uncancel it because they're like, well, what are we gonna do? It's either a
I'm
tax
kind
write-off or we air it. I don't know. I'm curious to see if
Yeah,
they.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I want to see it. I
I
really
was gonna
do.
watch it. I literally was gonna watch it just because I knew it was gonna be bad. It
Watch.
was gonna be bad TV, right? It's just
Yeah.
so. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to my guests again. Thanks for coming on. And Poppet is back.
Woo!
Asterisk. We'll see.
Tricks.
We'll see how back. But no, I'm so glad to bring back this show. 6 years of Pop It, which means more Pop It, more guests, more pop culture. And you know what? We need this more than ever in the world, you guys. We need things to laugh about and to be silly
Yes.
rants about so that we can, have that outlet still. So I appreciate all of you. Have a great night, and we'll see you
Yeah.
next time.